Sunday. It is the last week of school tomorrow, and the school has something big planned. I don't really think it'd be that good, considering the school's economy isn't very high from other schools. I think it was about a famous doctor coming to school for something like a brain scanning or something, but I'm not really sure to be honest, so I decided to ask Rowley about it. Hey Rowley, so what is this doctor thing supposed to be about? I don't know either, Greg. To be honest, I was actually about to ask you the same thing. Yeah, it turns out he doesn't know what this doctor thing is supposed to be about either. Though, he thinks it's about something like checkups or something. But, if it's at the end of a semester, you know it's gonna be some sort of bad special. Like, something you would see out of a kid's movie or something. Yeah, I don't think that's it, Rowley. Oh, well now I just sound stupid. Also, I still wonder why the school, doesn't invite something cool to town, like a drummies party. But alas, don't expect that out of our middle school. That will be only a dream for now. And anyway, I have other things to do, like how to get enough pocket money for Twisted Wizard Infinity, and fast, because it sells out in only a few weeks, and I feel penniless currently, so I've gone around selling soup cans to random people from the street. Hey, wanna have this can of soup for only a couple of bucks? Wait a minute. Gregory, isn't that a 20-cent can? Why would I pay a few bucks for a 20-cent can? You think I'm stupid? Yeah, it turns out the soup can business wasn't really much of a success, and I had to find a way to get a bit of cash. Though I haven't got myself many options, so I had to choose another way out. But I didn't have much time because it was time to have my good old bubble bath. And you know how much I love my bubble baths. Well, it's at least until they get ruined by someone like my siblings. And they can be real annoying. Trust me on this. I know from my experience. Wow, back at it again, Roderick. You don't have to go in the bathroom to pick your nose. You can just do it outside. Yes, that is indeed true, Greg. But the thing is, I don't have to. Monday. I woke up at 5 today because I accidentally got the clock to go back 2 hours back, so I was really tired. And I wasn't in the mood to do anything, but I had to finish off the journal pages to take up the time before Dad wakes up. And and since I woke up at 5, Dad didn't really expect me to get out of bed, ready for school, dressed in uniform, and everything. But I guess I just got bored and decided to get ready for school 2 hours earlier than usual today. So I guess I really am 2 steps ahead after all. Anyways, I got to school at 8:30, so I had to wait for the school to open for the kids. I brought Riley along with me, but he was as tired as I was once I woke up. I haven't got any news about this whole doctor thing yet, and eventually I got curious, so I asked Vice Principal Roy about it, since he was available at the time, and he had this to say about it. Well, Gregory, it's complicated. Paul Spatters might not be able to come in due to his chicken pox, but it would be likely he would come in, but can be easily made a visit to the veto due to it. I'll try the best I can to get him in, but otherwise, there is nothing else I could do. So I guess I'll have to wait till Friday to see the results, and after that, I got told off by my teacher for sneaking out of class, and even got myself a detention because of it. Tuesday. I haven't been catching up on homework for the past few days because I was doing research about this Paul guy and how he invented the brain scanner thing, and, again, being curious. I also found out that he was the youngest billionaire in the world at only 16 years of age, which is actually pretty young. I mean, even for myself, a 12th grader, still in school type of age, really. And I was really interested in him, not gonna lie. Also, Mom and Dad are proud of me for finally letting them have the TV again and had me earn Dad's extra pocket money. He still keeps in his wallet for some reason, even though it's like, who knows how old. But I'm glad I could afford some cash. But it wasn't enough for Twisted Wizard Infinity, so I had to come up with a plan, because if I want to buy it, then I need to please my parents. But here's the problem. I'm not really too keen to do anything for my parents. July, Wednesday. I've been forgetting to underline my days recently. I guess it was just another approach for me, and plus, I've been really tired lately, so I might have forgot to underline them. But apart from that, I had a call from Rowley. Apparently, he's got a broken leg, and it hurts when he walks, so he can't go to school the next few days, which is a total bummer because he's the only friend I have in school anyway. So that's my only friend down. And it looks like I have to walk to school on my own again. I pretty much have to stay alert for any dog poop, but other than that, it was pretty normal. But when I thought today was just gonna be any regular boring day at school, something big happened today. Because, well, today was the day when Drummies, out of all things, became a dinner option. I mean, I didn't even know it was Drummies until an announcement in the intercom. Wow! Rally was surprisingly right for once, and this is like a dream come true! The school announces Drummies as the new dinner option instead of fried nuggets due to an allergic reaction with some of our students. Yo, did my ears catch that right? Did they just say Drummies? Finally! I've always wanted them as a dinner option. You know, I usually get mad at people who have allergic reactions because we lose cool stuff because of them. But man, whoever had that allergic reaction, thank you! Thank you! And if you're wondering, it turns out this new kid named Journey Roberts is a wonderful allergic reaction, so props to him. And he's definitely getting so much praise at school, which is definitely deserved considering his circumstances. I mean, Drummies as dinner option? It's genius! Hey, look! It's a kid with the allergic reaction! Oh, thank you so much! I always wanted Drummies as a dinner option. Okay, everyone, give a cheer to Journey. Oh, come on, guys. This is a bit too much. Journey! 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 I also made sure to meet up with this Journey kid to give him the praise he rightly deserves. So, I gave him $5, which is basically half my pocket money at the time. You know, just being generous, because anybody, and I mean anybody, who makes Drummies a dinner option deserves everything good coming to them. Wow, Greg, this is so generous, but I don't think I deserve this. No. You don't say that. You do deserve this, because you made Drummies a dinner option. It deserves all the praise. Anyway, so what did you think of that new movie? Blinkerton? Oh, I love that movie. After that, I decided to execute my plan. You see, I'll be reading back to my journals and putting another front cover from it. So from Mom's view, it looks like I'm actually reading something Mom wants me to read, while I'm probably reading a comic or something. It's genius! Keep up the good work, Gregory. With how invested you are in that book, your grades are sure to rise. Yeah, thanks, Mom. Yeah, this book is it's just the knowledge from the book is, it's so cool. But I don't know how much time it would take for them to find out, and if they do, they are gonna be mad. So I better keep an eye out for people watching, just in case. First day. It's the second to last day till school ends, and I'm not really excited for summer because of what has happened beforehand. But honestly, I think the last day of school is actually when I became interested in it because of the whole brain scanner thing. Journey got a haircut today, and Newt has well, and he told me that he had this brain condition called autism, and apparently it makes you different from others, but there are some downsides to it. He said some people can't even speak properly or even handle their own anger, so I'd say it's more of a curse than a blessing. But that does mean, however, that most people are actually bearable to be friends with, meaning that it isn't like somebody who can't control his physical ability or something, which is nice, I guess. After the school holidays, Journey said he would be moving away from Plainview, and I have to say, I feel bad for him. And also because people actually like him so much here, and he's leaving. When he said that, it really broke my heart. Not in a little way, but just in a way that made me feel kind of unhappy. Look, I know it's a guy that I haven't met before, but the achievements he made at our school is insane to think about. The news of moving away got around our school, and even Bryce was talking about it after he finished his lunch, and I heard he was actually jealous of him. He made such a difference. I feel like I'm about to cry. But I don't think he's jealous though, because after lunch, he had a 3.5 minute sulk in the bathroom, and I honestly couldn't blame him or give reasons of why he shouldn't do that. I mean, I could even hear him sulking once I was on my average bathroom break at recess. Journey, why do you have to leave? Why can't it just be that stupid crawling hill or something like that? Why have to be the cool kid Journey? If he's bringing drummies as a dinner option, why does that kid have to leave? It could have been anybody else. It could have been me. It should have been me. And and I heard Abigail and his family are moving too because of the news of Journey. Abigail actually left school early after lunch due to her dentist appointment, and I could even hear her crying at recess. Journey also announced a balloon sale outbreak, and no joke, everyone, and I mean everyone, got one. He got like $280 from it, and even the teachers got into it. Sorry, but I don't carry cash on me. But I could trade my checker set for 2 of those balloons, if you don't mind. Great! We accept trades too. Your order will be here in a few seconds. I am glad I could keep a memorial of what was Journey's tiny reign, but I am still sad that Journey's going away. I also noticed that no matter how much the janitor tried, that cheese stain just wouldn't go away. I am still interested in what Friday has to offer me, though. I mean, that brain scanner. Ooh, so many questions. Though, something happened when I got home. You see, my mom said I was too old for balloons, so I had to give it to Manny. Now, I would usually give it to him, no problem at all, but this time, it was a special one. It was special because of Journey. Journey was the guy who made a big achievement, which was making school dinner actually fun for people instead of just the slop we always get. And I wasn't going to give it up that easily. But that's when the unexpected happened. You see, Manny didn't like the balloon because it was too bland and generic, so Mom just gave it back to me, which was surprising considering, my mom is basically a Karen. Although Mom wasn't happy about this. Friday. Today's the last day of school and the last day we could see Journey. Today, Journey donated $5,000 to the school because he wanted a really good send-off to the school year. And also, he gave $50 to all the students at our school. Oh yeah, and Riley could go to school today for some reason. Though, I have to say, his family is rich if he could afford that much. Also, apparently his dad gave him the suitcase because there was something inside that he wanted to show everyone. I got curious, so I asked him more about it. He said something about a small printer thingy and asked me not to tell anybody about it. So that's exactly what I did. Otherwise, it pretty much was like usual for me. Walking in middle school, doing nothing but giving the praise Journey deserves, like everybody else was doing. I can't see you go. I'll miss you so much, Journey. Ah, shucks, Bryce. Don't worry. I'll be back soon. Anyway, so today we had an assembly about it because he wasn't too bothered to come to each and every classroom or something, though who can blame him? Once Paul showed up on stage, he asked Journey to get on stage too, so he did. And I swear I put him in an older journal somewhere. I think it was the second one. I can't remember. This, kids, is a brain scanner. This will shut down your brain and capture your latest thoughts or brain conditions. In case you were curious. We discovered right off the bat that what was inside was a mini printer thingy, and the teachers gave them one of their chairs to Paul. I could see someone standing, but I don't know who though. Maybe one of Journey's teachers. I was first up, and I plugged my head into this machine, and all of a sudden, I was knocked out. Once they got our information, it got to some sort of transcript thing, and then it got printed on the mini printer Journey had. Once I gained my consciousness back and took the paper that came out of the printer, everyone applauded. But what happened next was actually kind of shocking. Okay, let's start from bottom top. Okay, Misk, not available. Okay. Thoughts? Women. That's so true. Conditions? Injury of frontal lobe. What? No. Level 1 autism? No, that's not true. Oh my god, no. Oh. Yep. Turns I have autism. Now, I just have to hide or something until somebody finds out about it. So for now, I'll share with Rowley and Rowley only. But if I don't have a choice to hide it, I might as well get it out there. And in other news, Rowley and Shirag, the guy sitting next to me, also have autism. And me and Shirag talked about it outside the bathroom stalls. Come on, Shirag. It's not the end of the world. Greg! Don't you understand? We're gonna get bullied for this. I mean, everyone liked Journey because of the whole Drummy's dinner thing, but us, what did we do? Oh man, this is the worst day of my life. After the assembly, we got to a special room, and apparently it used to be a janitor's room. Now it was until the old janitor, Layla Jonas, quit her job after graduation. When we got there, it was actually great. Oh, let me tell you now, there were seats where we could talk about anything, and I mean anything. we can use the computers to play Twisted Wizard online, and even better, okay, get this, you're not gonna believe it. You can sign in for whenever you want. Yeah, so that means I can play Twisted Wizard online while everybody else was at algebra class. Oh, it was like a dream come true. But sadly, this particular day, I forgot to bring my computer, so yeah. Today's autism club was slightly more boring than usual. But, other than that, the day was great. Journey is going to move away on Sunday, so me, Rowley, Shrug, and the others are going to meet him Saturday for their last goodbyes. I think I'm ready to tell Journey my secrets, like with Rowley, although not in front of an audience of students. Now, while the others were praising him and crying about him leaving for some reason, me, Rowley, and Shirag went down the road to my place to continue the conversation we had during my lunch recess bathroom break. Alert! 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 Nice work, Rowley! Wait, you guys go through this every day? Damn. Anyway, since Chirag basically joined our friend group, now I pretty much have a new friend to talk to during rides to school. But I don't know if that would last all summer, though. Sorry, I haven't been following my cover plan yet, but I'm scared of them both finding out. But I don't think it's much of a hassle, because now I could finally buy Twisted Wizard Infinity, and even a remake of my favorite game, Twisted Wizard 8 now, which was like $350 a year. So I have like $150 in my bank, if I did the math right. So now I have another plan. If I buy Manny the new toy car he didn't get for his birthday, then maybe, just maybe, I could actually build a friendship with him. I mean, if Manny can literally turn off all the electricity except for his room, all because he can't tie his shoelaces, that man needs some sort of manipulating, and that's buying his toy car he wanted for his birthday and never got. Manny? Mommy, where's the toy car I wanted? It's my birthday today! Listen, me and your father had a long talk, and I'm sorry to say, but we just can't justify spending $150 on a toy car. But it's my birthday today! I don't think that's gonna work on me anymore, little man. I've had enough of you manipulating. I remember when you broke a computer or something. No more. I'm never spending that much money on you again. Now, if we became good brothers, Manny, I can finally get the praise I deserve at home, and my mom would actually like me for once. Now, I know it's risky, but it could be worth it to get that toy car. So I decided to get delivered in a week and buy in cash when it gets to my door, and I decided to ask Manny about it. Hey Manny, I heard about you not getting your toy car for your birthday, which is really sad. So what about if I buy a toy car with my $150? Yeah? Wait, really, Bobby? Thank you. Thank you so much. I considered with Manny, and he agreed. But he's spoiled as heck, so it isn't really coincidence. Also, I found out Fregley's autistic, which to be honest, I kind of suspected, but I didn't want to be rude. You know, it's not right to just guess. So, Manny made a promise in my journal, which was supposed to be some sort of car thingy. I found it right when Manny was drawing it with a jumbo crayon, and I honestly thought he was going to scribble over my work, but he didn't. Oh, thank God he didn't. I already bought the thing, and it needed to be exactly right, or else Manny would scream like the baby he is, and this whole plan would be useless. And when I say baby in a way, I don't mean intelligence. Because the amount of intelligence it takes to change parental controls and passwords is just mad. And he even said if I do what he wants, then he can change those again to my channels. But I don't think it's really a good idea anyway, because I'd rather watch whatever Lou and the Bali bunches than get yelled at by my parents and disallow my pocket money profit. But I don't know how to tell him. Sunday. When I woke up today, I finally had the guts to tell him that maybe the reward given back to me was a bad idea, and my parents might be mad if they found out. However, I'd still give him the car anyway. He said he agreed and thought of another idea in the so-called party room while I was looking at some random algebra stuff for Mom's sake. I'm also glad that Dad has been cheering me on ever since I started this whole algebra thing. Now, even though I don't like it myself, it has got to keep going, or else my parents will suspect me of something. Yeah, that's my boy! You're turning out much better than your worthless brother, Greg. Afterwards, Dad gave me this letter about his pennies. He said he was going to turn these into dollars for me to buy whatever I wanted, but he'd only do it because he was finally seeing his son get work done. So, son, what do you think? Impressive, right? $10.01? Well, somewhat a steal. I guess beggars can't be choosers, right? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. And can I be honest with you, son? I kinda prefer you compared to your brothers. Manny's starting to get on my nerves, and Roderick's already proven himself to be a failure. Don't tell your mother that. Oh, and by the way, Dad found out about the $500 Journey gave me and decided to check out this Journey kit for himself. And when he returned, he held an envelope with $2,500. Wow, that family is pretty nice, to be honest. Anyway, what's this letter holding? Let me just... $2,500? Yeah, you can't really get much with $2,005 really, because of how high costs are now. I mean, that's probably what, a few months' rent? But Dad was still aesthetic about it, considering the high cost. But I would probably be happy if I got like that much too. So, I'm not complaining. But Mom is. I could hear her arguing with Dad about what to spend it on. Those two are always arguing around the house, and they're doing it way more than they should. A few minutes ago, they argued about what dinner is going to be. Then, next few is going to be what to get Manny for Christmas. And then, next few is probably going to be how on earth we were supposed to get to London out of all places. The cycle just continues. It never ends. Listen, Susan, I know you're upset about earlier, and I know Manny's obviously a favorite. Hey, that's not true. I love all my kids eat. Quiet! Let me finish. There is no way in any universe I justify spending $150 on a toy car. No matter it's Christmas or a birthday, it's stupid. It's finished. I'm spending this money on the bills. That's final. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I haven't talked about Roderick in my journal much, but that's just because nothing special's happened to him. Well, at least not yet. But that's a story for another day. So, anything cool happened today at your practice and No, Greg. Nothing interesting to put in your stupid journal of yours. Just get out of here. This is getting really annoying, you know? How would you like it if I came up to you every day and said, hey, Greg, is your life better now? Huh? You wouldn't like that. Jeez, you could have just asked me to stop. Monday. Crap. Dear Gregory Heffley, thank you for the wonderful but short time at Plainview. I'm actually an elementary school kid, waiting to go in middle school, and I just wanted to see what it was like. Everyone respected me very well, so my last message is thank you. From Journey and Maria Roberts. Oh my god, what kind of person am I? I forgot Journey was leaving! I was gonna tell him what a good friend he was to me and how much he's changed me, but I guess that will all just be a dream now. I was too late. But it isn't the only time I'd see him, though, because Journey actually had his own segment in This Morning, a British morning talk show that arrived to the US. I just want to say thanks to all the students at Westmore Middle School for giving praise to my condition, and thanks to Gregory Heffley for being inspiration for me, although he didn't come to the party he had before I left. But I understand he has his own reasons, probably. Yep, I wasn't joking. Turns out I was actually mentioned in the ending section with him, unlike a certain other one, but I won't get into any more details. Rowley! I was still happy seeing myself on TV for once, considering one of my greatest passions was to be on TV. You know, a close second to being rich and famous, though, obviously. I mean, almost, what was it? A few months ago now, I thought I was on TV, but now I actually am in TV. Well, technically at least. Hey, Greg, have you seen my drumming? Oh, never mind. I'm not really the guy who just comes in person just as they come on screen and likes to be at least mentioned beforehand, which is just lovely for me, considering one incident the next month. And if they ever find out about that, I am clapped. Unless, of course, Journey N/Or's family helps me. I can just go to your room. Yeah, that means I wasn't ready to just spill the milk yet, which is totally fine by me, I guess. Oh, and just so you know, Manny and I are now actual brothers to each other, although we both have our downsides, and it really isn't a way to connect with Roderick. But what I'm more worried about is how long it's going to last for, because you see, Manny can be, let's just say, sensitive. And that's where Mom comes in, really, cheering him on before we get in there. Although they've been arguing about, like, absolutely everything about our lives. They ultimately decide not to go on a trip this year because of past events. I mean, Mom liked the idea of going out on trips since she was born, and likes to explore places. We've been on so many trips in the past few years, I kinda lost count. Last time I counted was on, February. Yeah, Mom and Dad's Valentine's trip to San Andreas, some place in California or something. Yeah, it was pretty much like every other trip we've been on, really. Just like a repetitive story that goes on and on and on and on until it finally starts to crumble around down to insanity. Yeah, it's just a good trip that ends badly. Yeah, well, that was quite the rant. It's just that this has happened so many times. Why? Why does it always happen? Tuesday. Anyways, Manny's toy car finally arrived, and luckily, my parents weren't home when it came along. However, my parents did come back, however. They saw Manny have a toy car and knew something was up. But something did happen. Manny actually didn't snitch on me. Instead, he blamed Roderick on it. Although he hasn't even come home from his low diaper concert yet. Dad was suspicious of me because, I had the money to buy it, which is totally reasonable. But Mom was convinced after what Manny told her. Roderick stole Bobby money and gave me toy car to not snooch. Is that so then, huh? Once Roger got home, however, she started an entire rant on how Roger isn't supposed to do that. And, oh my god, it got annoying. I couldn't even eat lunch on how much ranting my aunt has done about $150. Roderick! I can't believe you spent $150 on some little toy. We could have spent it on other stuff. And you stole your brother's money to do it. Now, I know Manny definitely deserves a toy. But your father has already told you and I that we're not supposed to do that. Do you not understand the consequences of your actions? And in the middle of Mom's rant, Roderick just walked out. I wish I had that sort of courage. I mean, I swear, I would have just been frozen dead still if I was in the same situation as Roderick right now. But thank God, I've actually been through that more times than he did. Because he actually used this trick on me before. Hi. Listen, you're lucky I have done this before, punk. So for now, I'll just let it slide. But remember this. Don't cross me again. And next time you try to throw me under a bus, I might actually throw you under a bus. And I mean literally, not figuratively. I decided to visit rallies to play Twisted Wizard Infinity because Manny was too focused on playing with his toy car to play with me. And Twisted Wizard Infinity also has this really cool mechanic. You can jump into these manholes that transports you into different worlds with all these upgrades like extra attacks or double HP. And there's a voice chat as well, which makes all the wins even more worth it. Hearing the cries of whiny losers. Alright guys, good work. But to be honest, that was just too easy. I guess, GG. GG! You cunt! I saw what trick you were using. You camping piece of... Oh, I'm so angry! Where are you? I'm gonna find you and kill you! Oh, and speaking of wins, I'll be able to enter in the new summer raffle they're doing in Plainview next week. Apparently, a group of pop stars go around places singing, dancing, and whatever they do, blah blah blah, until there are enough votes. And they go onto TV to announce the winners. And it was now time to enter. Now, even though I probably won't win anything, because of my bad luck, I'll try anyway, since, you know what, YOLO. And I also made sure Rowley did it as well, because, double the odds of, it's just double the odds, okay? Okay, Greg, I am it's one, question mark. I mean, that's written there. Oh, sorry. Hey, Greg, what do these letters mean? I don't know. I guess it's like a raffle thing where they say whatever it is, and then, yeah, it's probably it. Obviously. Oh! Wow, that makes way more sense than what I thought. Also, Raleigh told me that he was having a sleepover tonight and actually wanted me to join. Though, sadly, I refused because of my parents. Thanks a lot, Mom. Wednesday, I forgot my journal at Raleigh's house, but before I even figured out where it was, I was looking for it everywhere. I even asked my family where it was, and I'll just say that Roderick looked like he hasn't taken his nap yet. Hey, Roderick, do you know my Oh, you don't look so good. Shut up. Just shut up. You're lucky I didn't snitch on you. Just because you said that, you piece of... Get out of my face. I didn't say anything else to Roderick, especially after what happened about 7 hours ago, was it? Anyway, Raleigh gave this to me at my door. Appreciation to him, I guess. But what I've seen next was kind of shocking. Tuesday, July 6, 2022. Hi, my name is Raleigh Jefferson. I am 14 years old, and this Wednesday was my birthday. The same day Journey announces goodbyes. I was pretty upset about a kid who literally made drummies an option for dinner. One of my favorite snacks, by the way. Moving away from Plainview. So short, yet so long. I still think about that moment to this day, and it has been making me more socially anxious about Greg. Greg is one of my best friends, and I do try my best to avoid being anxious around him. But sometimes I just let it all out in the bathroom. It works, but I think Greg is starting to notice it. I'll just put this here in case Greg wonders why I was in the bathroom for too long. Thanks, Journey. You had a great time. Raleigh Jefferson, 2022. Wow. I just can't believe Raleigh felt that way about me. Greg, hello? Can I have the paper back, please? Why did that kid have to slip the note into the newspaper? Yeah, it turns out Raleigh felt anxious about being around. I never feel bad for a doofus, but... Okay, but this is the exception, alright? Yeah, I'll admit, that was an emotional spiral. It actually took me a few hours until I finally got better of myself and drew in this. I tried to take a nap in my room for an hour or two, and I swear, I actually heard Manny's voice comforting me. It's okay, Bobby. I'm with you. Our relationship is actually developing well, and that means that I can finally have company at home when Rally's gone, and I actually appreciate that.
No, George! Go play somewhere else!
Man, what a ploopy. He could have just said no. So, like, if we develop it to the maximum level, that means we can manipulate Mom to actually like me. And I'm excited for that to happen because usually my mom doesn't actually care about me, and only Manny, and since she only cares about Manny, if I befriend Manny, I'll be like Manny 2.0, and then Mom will like me, yeah. Also, Dad seems to be on the idea of us actually being brothers too, which is actually really nice, given the support we deserve. Also, I decided I should start a conversation with him. And yeah, it started off kind of awkward. So, what's been going on with you? Nothing much really. How about you, Bobby? But then, after a while, I kind of spilled the tea. Alright. I'm gonna be honest with you, Manny. Listen, so... I'm using you for Mom and... Oh! You don't need to worry about a thing, Bubby. I'll make sure you get your way. Alright, that went a lot better than I expected. Also, I'll just thank God my parents were home when I said that. I mean, what was I thinking? That's just so stupid of me. Anyways, so now I use Manny to get my way, which will get Mom to respect me. And I like that. But sometimes I just wish you'd give me some alone time with her. Mommy, I mean you friend, Bobby! Aw, it's so cute you two are getting along. But even crazier, Manny actually copies my decisions now, which is kind of amazing because now We can have drummies for dinner every day now. And now, now, I think things are finally going my way. So kids, where do you guys want to eat? How about we let Maddie decide this time? Okay. Yeah, okay, Susan. Let's let Maddie decide. So, Maddie, what do you want for dinner? I want drummies! Then drummies for dinner it is then. Yay! Oh yeah, just to recap, drummies were a dinner option on the third to last day of school, and I loved them! But some stupid kid decided to snitch on us, and then we got so many people into it. Luckily though, Manny dealt with them. And no, not violently. No, instead, he just kept crying until everyone got annoyed and just left. Even Roderick left. Wow, my respect for Manny has doubled, no, tripled after this. First day. Well, Dad finally learned the truth and he told me off for spending about $150 on a toy car. And he wants me to refund the car beforehand. You see, but there's a small problem. How the biscuits do I do that? And when I asked Dad how, he actually showed me. Though I also said that I actually made an agreement with Manny to keep it, but Dad wouldn't accept that answer. So I had to go to Manny's room and tell Manny all about it, and how the car needed to get refunded or Dad would be mad. And he refused. I mean, obviously refused. Who wouldn't? Manny, please calm down. It's okay. Look, I'll buy you another toy. Any other toy, just not that one. No! I want my toy car! I don't want anything else! Manny then spoke to Dad downstairs about the whole car thing and told him that he could practice driving at a young age. And Dad still didn't convince. But somehow, Mom managed to get manipulated. Then there was a whole 5-minute argument that included Manny and... okay, look, I'm not going to spare any more details about it because it has gotten worse than any of the other arguments we had this week. Yeah, one more argument and I think Dad might lose it. Oh wait, update on the situation. Dad hasn't really said anything in what seems to be hours, which is great, because I can't see them bickering for the whole night. Though Manny's car is out of his room, which isn't as good, because he might start crying again. And if he starts crying, that might be what pushes Dad to his edge. Also, Dad still wants me to refund it, but I don't know, though, because that would basically make all of this for nothing. Friday. So, Dad has finally calmed down, and Manny might have too. Dad told me that he was sorry about last night. Greg, I just want to say sorry about last night. I know you were trying to be a good brother, and I know if you were to do that, Manny would resent you for probably a long time. It was not right to put you on the spot like that. He then said he was going to refund it himself, so I wouldn't go on Manny's nerves. And it was actually a good idea. But I think Manny might lose it again. Though Dad isn't too sure. Anyway, after lunch, Manny came downstairs like nothing happened. I mean, he is only 3, so I mostly get it. And even if he does lose it, me and Mom will probably be there to comfort him. Though it's probably going to be mostly Mom doing the comforting. Anyway, because I felt like it, I decided to go to Rally's again to play some good old Twisted Wizard Infinity. But him and his family were in the house, so I decided to go on a walk to see where Rally is. And yeah, it turns out his family were in an orphanage, and Rally was just in the backyard, looking at this random candle day for some reason. Hey, Rally, what are you doing right now? Staring at the can, so I can see if the aluminum will melt from the sun. Yeah, be honest with yourself. Watching a can is stupid. How about instead we go play Twisted Wizard Infinity in your house right now? Might as well. I mean, I was getting bored of this anyway. Oh yeah, Rowley's dad took Rowley's controller away after whatever bad he has experienced in what seems to be a while. It's probably because he forgot to use headphones, that fool. So Rowley has to use his spare controller. The problem is, most of the time the shoot button doesn't work and the rest of the malfunctions are on the aim button. Though, I, myself, was lucky because I was on the other team. But don't discredit the controller. It was built in 1996 anyway, so no wonder it didn't really work. I'm surprised it even works on this new console. But once Mr. Jefferson found out I was at Rowley's, he grounded Rowley from video games for a week. And listen, I know I've been dramatic once in a while, but the reaction from Rowley is more dramatic than all of mine combined. And that's only for a week. I once got grounded from it for a whole month, and I didn't make that much of a fuss. I mean, at least until the weekend when I start to break down, but you get the point anyway, right? Saturday. Okay. My dad's refunded the car today, and now Manny's screaming like he fell down the stairs or something. And let's just say it didn't take long before Dad, well, I don't want to write it. It's just horrible what happened. Ah! That's it! I have had enough of this! Oh, you're screaming and whining! You know what? I'm going to give you something to actually scream about! Hey! No, Dad, please! Please stop! No! Ah! Please stop! I'm sorry! Mommy! Manny stood quiet ever since, and it has been about 3 hours without a single noise coming from his room. And I'll say this now, I feel bad for him. But now at least I can take my naps without a problem. Though I think I'm going to try to get away from my dad as much as possible. I just don't feel safe around him anymore. Greg, get your butt downstairs. You got chores to do. Ah, no, please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do. It's my fault. I shouldn't have given Manny the toy car. Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. But Greg, I wasn't going to. What have I done? There was no point in arguing, so I went downstairs and did my chores as usual. Let's just get this stupid thing over with. Anyway, after my chores, which was done like 30 minutes, I decided to watch some TV because I was honestly feeling tired after all of this malarkey about chores because of Dad and his situation with Manny. But then there was Manny there, watching his usual TV, and he looked traumatized. He was just sitting there, staring at the screen like he has seen too many horror movies. He was dead still, not even making a move, and just with a bowl of untouched burritos and a spoon. I tried to get out of my head, but it was just that creepy. And Riley wasn't home because he said he was having to do something with his own cousin's birthday. So I guess I have no choice but to sit down and deal with it. And after a while, about an hour in, I actually started to feel bad about Manny. So I went over to comfort him about the issue. However, he didn't budge, and you know what? I'll just leave him alone and see what happens. It's probably for the best. Manny, it's okay. It's not your fault what happened. Manny, please talk to me, please. Manny, I'm sorry. I used you. I bought that car just to use you, that's the truth. And when Dad came, I didn't protect you. I'm a coward. I'm sorry. A big brother's supposed to protect the little brothers, but I guess I'm not a good big brother then. Sunday, Mom announced to me that Dad is at therapy now and has booked a hotel for the week. I just hope he doesn't abuse anyone else now. Manny feels more in a cheerful mood than yesterday, but he's still traumatized about what happened with Dad. Anything about Dad just sets him off into a fit, and it didn't take long till he did either. I found that out because Roderick said something about Dad, and while I don't know what he said since I was listening to some NCS on the radio, so I'll just make a quick guess here.
Even Dad's better than you, Manny, and you need a reality check a long time ago.
After that, Mom managed to calm Manny down and grounded Roderick from leaving the house for a few days. Now, without Dad making a ruckus about it, it's all just to me or Manny. Anyway, I decided to go rallies once again, but not to play video games, but to instead play board games. Because you see, Mr. Jefferson didn't mention any other games than video games. And any other sort of game would fit out to the no video games for a week policy. And Raleigh and Mrs. Jefferson were already playing Magic and Monsters, a game I haven't played in a while, so I just stuck myself to rules and played.
I light Rowley's eyebrows with a torch.
Ouch, that's not nice, Greg! It was actually pretty fun going back to the game in what seems like months. And even Mr. Jefferson got into the game too. Anyway, after all that, I decided to go back home since, it was dinner time. And yeah, I remember joining up at like 2:30 and it was 6 hours since I've been there. Though Mom didn't seem to care because she was too focused on telling Grandma the news what happened yesterday. Oh! Did that really happen? Oh my! Oh, poor Manny! I hope he's okay. Though there were some moments when Manny would throw a fit. Alright, I'm sure Frank would be... No! Daddy, no! No! Please! No! I want him to hurt me! I don't want him to hurt me! I had gone to bed earlier than usual, about 7:30, to try to figure out what experience happened today, but Manny's constant fits about Dad has kept me awake, plus the fact that Roderick is still, practicing that new crappy loaded diaper song. So, after a while, I just gave up and gone back to watching TV again. Man, Twisted Wizard just isn't the same without Rally anymore. Monday, I finally got to sleep in what seems to be 10:30. Roderick was still on that damn drums, which made it really hard to sleep. And, unsurprisingly, I didn't really have a good sleep, considering the amount of noise from Roderick's room. And, to make things worse, Roderick woke me up 5 hours in and forgot that it was the summer holidays. What a jerk, really, that a-hole.
Come on, get up, dork. Get ready for school or else we'll be late.
Not this again, Roderick. Do you think I'm stupid? It's summer.
Oh.
Anyway, I woke up at 1 p.m. today and missed both breakfast and lunch. But, it was so worth it getting that amazing sleep. Now I understand why Roderick always sleeps in. This feels amazing. Anyway, I got prepared and everything, and turns out it was actually later than expected. About a few hours late, but it's the holidays. I can enjoy myself. Oh yeah, so something came in the mail today, and it was actually for me. It's from this kid named, I probably say it wrong, but Yukishuma Naturo, that moved into Plainview and gave me different colored pens as present. And so thanks, I guess. Anyway, I tried some out, and the ones I tried were the red, blue, and green ones, since, I just feel like using them the most, and to be honest, they were pretty good. They felt kind of like my black pen a bit, but whatever. Anyway, let's just cut to the chase. Manny was sitting on a couch, watching TV again, like yesterday, just without the creepiness of his stares, and I decided to watch TV with him just to see what he had on. And it turns out he was actually watching my shows. And when I asked Manny why he didn't just watch preschool shows, it's because he decided to be generous and actually give me the TV time while he just doodles on some paper. So after a while, I just got bored. So I just passed Roger the remote and went over to Rally's to play some good old Magic and Monsters again. And we just followed it from the other game, no restarting, so nothing to really worry about that. Anyway, other from all of those, my day has been pretty normal for once. I had dinner and actually got to bed earlier than usual. Tuesday. Anyway, I'm definitely saying this wrong. Nukishu Naturo gave me another present again. It was a pack of 200 crayons, and inside was a whole ass tub. And I don't know about you, but that seems a bit too generous, but it wasn't actually for me. Instead, it was for Manny. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say this, but Manny actually discovered Mom Bucks yesterday, and I traded $10 of Mom Bucks to Manny for some of his purple crayons, since I didn't have a purple pen. So he did, and he traded all the purples but one. And that purple that he didn't trade, that was the original purple. And I showed him why I needed the original one, since it's the best one out of all of them. And turns out, he actually traded the original purple for the brightest and darkest in the bag. And I'd say that's a good thing, but the bad thing is that he drew with blue crayon on my door again, saying how Roderick isn't a good person. And I mean, last night he did cause a ruckus, but he didn't need to go that far, and he didn't have to draw on my room. Jeez! And since Roderick was dealing with Manny, I decided to go through his pictures, because the power went out and Mom is trying to fix it now. And they were, to say the least, shocking, because it feels like a whole story between itself. Oh my god. Poor Manny. Seeing these pictures made me feel bad for Manny because he was abused by our dad. I tried to show them to Mom, but she was too busy on the phone or something. Mom? Hello? Mom, I want to talk to you about something. It's about Manny. Hello? Please listen to me, Mom. Mom. Well, Mom isn't going to listen, so I decided to put Manny's drawings in his usual drawing drawer and just went through my day. Wednesday. I decided to watch TV, but this time, Roderick got to it first. You may be confused why I'm confused, but you see, I have a little acquaintance with the times I usually wake up, or anyone else in the matter. But I definitely know that Roderick woke up under the limit. Oh, and Mom also found out about the entire thing with the covers today. Oh, I was just surprised she didn't find out about it sooner. Yeah, 30 minutes after I gone upstairs and played that Twisted Wizard 8 remake because I really wanted to see what changed for, the original and the remake because, they changed stuff between it. And yeah, Mom looked through my geometry book and realized that it was just my journals or some LLB gifted to me by someone who takes pride in it. Then Mom went upstairs to scold me and everything, though I didn't give a single conker because, I was wearing a new headphones that came with it.
Gregory Heffley!
Yeah? I was looking for your books to see what type of thing you were studying, and what did I find? One of your diaries in between the covers of a book that I purchased! You know how disappointed I am in you? This is not fair, Greg. You cheated the system. This is just like the mom's buck situation. You are grounded, young man.
Yep, I agree.
Wait, are you even listening to me right now? Hey, take that thing off right now.
Coolio.
You know what? Oh, Mom, stop doing that, please. Let me just take it off myself. My ear. What? My ear. Anyway, another telling off later, and it was basically otherwise normal. So, more importantly, an overall summary of the games I played. Yeah, Twisted Wizard Infinity is a great game. A great game. It's a lot of fun with a friend. And the voice chat. Oh, the voice chat. It's perfect for watching people's reactions. Yeah, however, Twisted Wizards 8 remake wasn't as good. But at least it came with some good old headphones. And the voice chat as well. Oh, it's almost as good as Infinity. Not as good, but close enough. Oh yeah, and there wasn't a gift from that Japanese kid I can't remember the name of today. I don't know why or what it was she would have given us. Maybe she's sick or something, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, after all of that crazy stuff, also, Mom now supervises me, so I won't try to, put my journals in my algebra books again. And I've got to say, reading wasn't as much fun as it once was when I ain't reading one of Azui Mama comics Rally made or something, because this algebra crap is so boring! Oh, and recently, Roderick has been going through, let's just say, some rage phases since today, and I've gotta say, I actually feel bad for him. But I couldn't really do anything about it, really. But if I could, I promise I would. And I would also constantly hear Roderick punching and kicking his punching bag he now has in his room as a treatment from Dad's therapist. Also, Manny decided to give me his drawings in fear of Roderick's future actions. And there wasn't really much to do, apart from going to my room or just playing with Manny. So I chose the safest option by going for the play with Manny. Also, I tried to recreate the drawing that Manny gave me as accurately as possible, as I did a few pages ago. Though, fair warning, it's pretty sad. I'm stressed! Can't get Daddy out of my head! Bobby, protect me! Yeah, it turns out he was stressed about everything he has recently been through, and props to him because Dad was seriously abusive to him that day, and it's fine to let Manny feel like that. Though, I have never felt more guilt in Manny than anywhere or anytime else. And I seriously feel bad for him now. I really do, because I feel like this whole thing is kind of my fault. I mean, if I didn't try to trick Manny, Dad probably wouldn't have hurt him like that. And so I, obviously being the big bro I am to him now, and also because I kind of owe it to him, decided to comfort him about it. And obviously for quite some time, considering that Roderick never stops punching that damn thing. Jeez. Anyway, while I was trying to comfort him, Mom came in asking where her glasses were, and since Manny was crying like a baby, I couldn't really calm him down. That's when Mom came in, getting ready for bed after her long bath. Mom then asked me if she could deal with the situation herself and said I could have a bath because Roderick already had one. I said sure, considering a good bubble bath is what I always needed on the weekends, and after that long and relaxing bath, Mom dealt with Manny's situation. Then she decided to let me work on my geometry for the time being. Though Mom still keeps the revision on me every time I read these, because of the whole cover incident. Thursday, I slept during one of those geometry lessons since that lesson is like super boring. And it surprisingly took some time till Mom found out about the whole sleeping thing, and I'm more surprised it took her that long to realize it. But anyways, it wasn't a while until I went to sleep after that, because of what I said last paragraph. Anyway, about today, I woke up around 7:30 because I somehow accidentally sent the clock back 2 hours again. Ah, I'm up. I'm up. Ah, what time is it? Okay, 7. What the 7:30? Oh no, I forgot to fix my clock. Oh, I'm such an idiot. What is wrong with me? And ever since that time, I was too tired to really do anything but just to go back to bed and have a nice, relaxing nap. But Mom always insists on me studying. So, I just did that plan from before and just slept during her lecture. And I guess things have backfired on me now. Kinda ironic. But anyway, that Japanese girl gave me a present again. I don't know why she's giving us so many presents. Probably a daughter of a donator or something. I don't know. Oh, and if you're wondering what that Japanese girl who, to be honest, I kind of forgot her name, gave me, well, she gave me a protractor, a ruler, some random markers, a whiteboard, and some other stuff I probably don't even need now since, school is over. But thanks to her anyways, I decided to make a testing ground for each time I use this for some testing. But for some reason, my hand hurts, and I regret making that paragraph blue already. I'll update you whenever my hands are ready again. Alright, update. It has been almost 5 hours since I've written this thing. Yeah, my hand hasn't been hurting as much anymore, though it has been jolting onto me whenever I put too much pressure on it. I discovered this because I tried to lean on the bathroom door and yeah, it hurt bad, really badly. Alright, I'm just gonna rest my Bubby, are you okay? Yeah, I'm doing fine, Manny. It's just my hand. Ooh, it's kind of funny right now for some reason. So yeah, I haven't really used my right hand for anything else but just writing this journal. I am still practicing left hand skills like, left hand writing or left hand drawing. Though I wasn't surprised when I failed the first try, but the few tries after that were actually okay. So after that, I just gave up and just quit. Anyways, I need to stay out of Roderick's way, at least for the past few days, because if I annoy him, even in the slightest, he would actually throw me under a bus. And he did legitimately say that, by the way, and not just a saying like, give me the blame and stuff. No, he will actually go ahead and throw me under a bus. So, I'm now kind of scared he would actually do that such a thing. But who really knows for certain? Oh, my mom and Manny have my back now, so it should be a little alright, I think. Friday. Second week already? Oh man, time is going quicker each year, hasn't it? Anyways, my hand actually feels better now. It just needed to collect some quick rest for it to stop hurting. And so I ultimately decided to take a nap, and after that, I went straight to sleep. Although I missed my good bubble bath, though it was worth getting to sleep. Still sucks losing it. Oh yeah, Rowley's raffle win came in the mail today. And man, I can't believe I forgot about the raffle thing until now. If you were wondering, the gift was a box of 18 cans of Rowdy Riot, and some of it was even dripping through the box. Ugh. So, I always wondered what Rowdy Riot even tasted like. So, I decided to, borrow a few cans from Rowley. I'm the one who entered in the raffle, so technically they're as much as mine than they're as his. So, I opened a can up and took a little sip. And once I took a sip, whew, I was more injured than ever. And after a whole can, because I just decided to keep going, I zoomed around the house like an absolute maniac. Because of the burst of energy I had, whoa, I feel like amazing. Man, I had too much energy in my hands just to be zooming around to places and everything. So I decided to take some exercise. And it took about 30 minutes to get my energy wasted. And after that, I just wanted to take a 30-minute nap. Oh yeah. Wait. I'm feeling the crash. My head. Okay, I just wanted to say that I had a lot to explain it due to Roderick, and I just had to say it wasn't fun. I think I'm no longer having Rowdy Riot again. Not only because of these effects on me, I mean, jeez, look at me. Do you hear me now? But also because after the whole incident in the house, there was a ban in it forever. And I just have to say that I wasn't proud of what I've done. And I shouldn't have traded it from Rowley. Anyway, I had a bubble bath first somehow, which is weird considering I just couldn't close my eyes. Anyway, Roderick is back at it, picking his nose again. Ugh. Seriously, Roderick? Again? You just got back here 5 minutes ago doing the same thing! You don't need a mirror to pick your nose! Yes, that is indeed true, Greg. But the thing is, I don't have to. He does it all the time before he has his bubble bath after I jump in. Which is kind of getting annoying now, because he is doing it a lot recently. But, alas, I shouldn't worry about that, because what's keeping me up from my sleep was what Roderick said. And if he could actually do that, throw me under a bus, that sounds scary. Or is it just an excuse for me to do what he says? I'm getting kind of paranoid about that. It's really getting to my head. Saturday. So, last night, Manny gave me a bunch of chocolates when I was asleep. And when Mom asked me where I got the chocolates from, I said it was from Manny. But for some reason, she didn't believe me, though. Greg, where'd you get those chocolates from? Manny actually gave it to me. Sorry, Greg, I don't believe you. I think you just took those chocolates from Manny and just lied to me right now. What? No, I would never do that. I wouldn't steal from Manny. I wouldn't lie to you. Look. I'll show you the proof that Manny did give it to me, and we can all settle this. So I showed her the top of a box saying Manny on it with his writing. And I know from experience that's definitely Manny's writing. And even Mom too. But for some reason, Mom still didn't believe me on the situation. Which is really weird. See, Mom, to Bubby from Manny. Manny gave me these chocolates as a gift for some reason. Sorry, Greg. I still don't believe you. You either forged that or you just stole that from Manny. Again. I even asked Manny to see that Mom was just being dumb. And he thinks it was too obvious. The same as me. Manny, can you please tell Mom that you gifted those chocolates to me? Mommy? I gifted those chocolates to Bubby. Why are you asking him this? Oh, sorry, I didn't believe you. It's just, I didn't think Greg was telling the truth about the box being given to him. But Mommy, don't you see my handwriting? And Bubby would never do that to me. He's my big Bubby. Yeah, it was weird that just happened out of nowhere as well. But at least now, I have some snacks that I can finally enjoy. That isn't just some fruit mixing with those yogurt cartons that look like it comes straight from our school. Now, on the other situations, Roderick has been back to punching that thing now, and I've been hiding in the bathroom if he ever comes out to use it. It's just, I just feel scared about him now, and I myself don't even know why. Also, I was hiding in Manny's room for around 40 minutes off of dinner, and it was mostly because Mom and Roderick argued during it, and it wasn't a fun experience. Anyway, for some reason, I keep wanting to check what was in Manny's room for more evidence of other stuff or something. And turns out, Manny's learning Spanish! And after seeing the tape, I decide that, I might as well go ahead and watch it and see if it holds up a few months later. I mean, it should really. But I do know a bunch of Spanish from that road trip last year, so some of it was really boring. To say please in Spanish, we say por favor. Though after a while, I just got bored, so I went upstairs to my room to count all the money I'd left. And let's just say $5.27 doesn't buy you much. But, money's money after all. And if I lived till 100, these things would be worth much, much more. But I'd probably be too grumpy to do literally anything fun at that age. So I'll keep it for as long as I could. You know, when I was your age, son, that money you just spent just cost me $5.27. Psh, whatever, Gen Zer. Anyway, I went to the bathroom for a few minutes, and I went downstairs to, get ready for dinner. That was until I heard this on the TV. And although I didn't understand complicated Spanish at all, God, I was able to hear that out of just accent alone. And ever since bedtime, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Luckily, Mom managed to switch the channel on the TV before Manny got any ideas, and then just went on for dinner. Manny, what are you watching? That sounds... Oh my God! Manny, turn it off right now! I'd probably guess he did know some Spanish from his experience, and that incident from the road trip was only a coincidence. Though I was proven wrong because it turns out Manny doesn't really know Spanish that well. Yeah, he completely forgot about it immediately after Mom turned on the channel to some kids channel. Wow! Though on the plus side, however, Roderick has been talking to us more often now, especially to me, and how he said that Mom Bucks was a stupid idea and, in general, shouldn't have been a thing. He also said if we had actual money instead of these stupid things, maybe we could actually make plans for the future. And while that does sound like a good plan, and he actually raises a lot of good points, I'm just too used to Mom Bucks to stop it immediately, so I just say, nah. Sunday, Roderick is still going on in the idea of Mom Bucks being trash and that if we get rich and famous in the future, we might be screwed for life or something. Yeah, I think he's just exaggerating it, but there's no point arguing though. I also found out as well is that what Roderick is mad about is that Mom doesn't give praise to me and Roderick for doing all the chores, and without them, Mom's life would be a lot harder. Although I have been bonding with Manny for the past 2 weeks now, I don't say I disagree with him. He makes some good points. Mom then asked me or Manny to defend her, but I just switched sides because, to be honest, I couldn't see a mistake in any of Roderick's cases. Also, Mom hasn't been hating on me as much as before, but I still agree with him nonetheless. Yeah, sorry, Mom, but I kind of agree with Roderick on this one. You do seem not to praise us for doing chores. And, I mean, why give us Mom's bucks? Just give us money. It's that simple. Anyway, in the end, me and Roderick won the argument against Mom. And I don't know how this will affect the future of Mom, but she'll probably forget about it in a few minutes. Hopefully. Anyway, I decided to go to Rowley's after I and Roderick won the argument. I just wanted to forget about what happened. And Rowley actually came to my house with his undies on. Yeah, it was embarrassing. And also, Mom wanted to take Manny with me. I mean, might as well. I mean, this is the first time Manny has gone to Rowley, so of course he'd be excited. Rowley? Why aren't you wearing any pants? Wait! I'm not wearing any pants! Oh! You're actually right! That reminds me of that funny thing from a movie. You remember the Lego movie? Honey, where's my pants? Greg, just take Manny with you. Oh my... Why is your little friend not wearing any pants? We got Manny to meet Mr. and Mrs. Jefferson, and they were getting to know each other for a bit. And then we played a bunch of Magic and Monsters games. Well, actually, Manny did. I was just playing, Twisted Wizard Infinity with Rowley in Rowley's room. The best game. It was awesome. Greg has doggone it. It's just hilarity comedy gold. Also, when we were getting back to the house, Manny met Fred Lee. You know, the weird kid at school. And Manny thinks he's funny, though. Listen, Greg. I know we aren't really friends, but I really need to say to someone. My parents are getting divorced. Ha! That guy's so funny, Bubby! Ha! What a loser! Ha! Ha! Wait, oh crap, okay. Yeah, while I was looking for my journal again, I just realized that I forgot the mistake I did last time. I wrote in this thing. You see, I accidentally put dinner down twice. Yeah, turns out it was like 2:30 when I wrote that. So it was after lunch, not after dinner. Look, I just wanted to make that clear. Now, I usually have other things to do than, looking at my journals to correct mistakes. But that one thing, that was a really crucial. Anyways, apart from that, everything else was just normal. Though Roderick is still talking about mom bucks. Monday, Roderick turned 18 last month. So Mom thinks it'd be a good idea for Roderick to guard a house for a day or two. Now, that just sounds like a bad idea because, the last time we made Roderick rule the house, it just turned to a house party. So I'm not so sure myself. And anyway, having Roderick as a top dog isn't actually fun because, I experienced it myself and I was still pissed off they locked me in that basement. Though, Manny didn't really complain, however. Possibly because he was with Mom at the time. And anyways, there's a Twisted Wizard Infinity competition coming up, and I want to join in on the action. Having a game competition to win possibly thousands of dollars is so cool. I can't wait to check it out. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I'm just looking now, and here it is, the last page already. I'm not sure how long the next journal would take if this one is more than 3 weeks. So I guess I'll catch you up once I get a real journal. But the catch is, Mom, for some reason, always buys me diaries and not journals, which irritates me because I always constantly remind her. Jeez. Anyway, I found this key in my room, and I don't know what it was or what it was even used for in the first place, so I just asked Mom. Hey Mom, I just found this key in my room. Don't recognize it. Do you know where this would probably fit in? Sure, Greg. Let me just... Ah! That's the Silk Central key! Oh my god. Our wallets and keys in the car. Oh my god, we stole from the Beardos. They didn't steal from... Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, it turns out we went to this park called Soak Central a couple of months ago, and it was a 292 key we completely forgot about. Oh my, everything just came back to my head. Okay, the Beardos, the locker open. We thought the Beardos stole our stuff, so then we just broke their house and took their stuff. Then I remember returning when we got back home. I checked my pocket and look what I found, a key right there. I must have hid in the room and must have completely forgot about it. Man, I basically snitched to myself. Yeah, somebody has probably stolen our stuff by now, so there wasn't really a use to it. But Mom decided to go back there anyway. Oh, and since it's the last page of this stupidly short journal, I guess might as well be the end for now. And as I say it again, the end. And that's Diary of Me Kid on the Spectrum Part 2. Here's the author's notes. The author says that me and the author have read the comments and stuff. We know you guys don't like the puzzle piece because of the many controversies surrounding it. But the author decided to keep the puzzle piece because it's better, I guess. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound rude. I'm just a bit tired right now. Anyway, thank you to the author for making this amazing story. This was really fun to read. Yeah, right now there's a sequel which is still getting pages, and it's gonna get part reading soon as well. Roderick Rules Again, which will be sequel to this one. Then after that will be Diary of Manny Heffley on the Spectrum. Oh, it's going to be so good to read. I can't wait for that. It's going to be like Manny's first journal. Oh, yeah. For anyone asking about Manny's first journal, I read your comments, guys. The creator actually, Snow Dude sent me the thumbnail for it. He's really nice. He sent me the thumbnail for Act 1. And he sent me a thumbnail for Act 2 as well. You just got to wait until the pages are all finished. Because it was all act finished. He wrote down the Act 2, Act 1. So we all have to wait for that. Anyways, next video will be GX, Generation X. Sorry for taking so long to read this. Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm going to post this in the community as well. The creator of GX won an art competition. The prize was to choose any reading, and want to know what reading they chose? Ding, 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 ding. Bound by Blood. Yay. So expect that as well. I'm going to try to speed up my reading process, but yeah, this is a long outro anyway. So that's it. That's everything. That's all for today. I hope you enjoy this reading, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.